Hey everyone, it's Ian at ESLExperts.com. I'm here today to introduce you to the ESL Experts Jukebox, which are collections of small, online-friendly and offline-friendly activities that are based on some of the bigger resources you can find on our shop. However, this time they are organized by vocabulary, theme, structure, and grammar. So we're going to take a look at the first one that's available, which is the present perfect. Let's dive right in. So like I said, the Jukebox is a collection of 10 small activities. When I say small, I mean that they are fit for an A4 PDF that you can print out or for one screen for your online lesson. So this is something that you can present to your students, and there's an entire activity within one screen. They're all based on these bigger resources you can find on the shop. You can see some familiar names: Gramino, Zima Sheet, Grammatic Card, the Me Neither poster, question game, we'll say something, the odd one out, etc., etc. However, these bigger resources are great for a global review or a global sense of the language because they tackle multiple vocabulary themes, they tackle multiple grammatical structures, things like this. However, sometimes we need an activity that is specific for my A2 group that's learning present perfect within this context. So that's what the Jukebox is all about. We give you 10 small activities with different goals, and sometimes also within different contexts of that target language. And you can adapt it specifically for your lesson plan. So let's take a look and see how that looks here. For example, present perfect Gramino. Really basic, have you ever question, first one that we ever really learn when we're learning English or when we're teaching English. So they're going to associate the question with these images, and you can ask it to the group. So you can do a group work, maybe pair work, or one-on-one work. We also have another one here with the how long has it been since structure, which is another good one to learn at the beginning. Then we have one of my favorites here in this pack. This is the Zima sheet. So this is something you're going to make assumptions about your partner or about somebody in the group. So you're going to be using these time expressions, which are typically used with the present perfect, and you're going to make assumptions about your partner or somebody in the class. For example, you've read a really good book recently, and then they have to say, yes, I have, or no, I haven't. If they haven't, then of course they're going to explain why. So that's a really nice one. This is the Me Neither poster, which is really great for practicing the Me Too and the Me Neither and the Yes I Have and the No I Haven't. So those short answers that kind of trip up some beginner students. This one I like to end with. It's when you finish the end of this. You finish this phrase. Have your students put them all into the chat, mix them up a little bit, and then they share with everybody. And then you have to go through and try to match which card does each of the end of the phrases belong to. Lots of fun there. It gets a little bit creative. The question game, of course, is going to be having them ask present perfect questions. How long have you? Have you ever? How many times have you? Blah, blah, blah. The odd one out. Don't worry, we have all of the answers here in the teacher instructions, but this is a good little grammatical challenge for your students. It's rare that anybody can get all of them on the first try, so a little tricky, but like I said, a good challenge. It's a good team game, but you can also do it one-on-one as well. They have some kind of situation in the present. Your baby's crying. What have you done? Or why has that happened? Right? Then we have the well say something, where you're going to be using some dice to pair something pulled out of a discussion and match it with one of these contextual reasons contextual or grammatical reasons why to use the present perfect, which is also quite fun. You get some really funny answers. The SMS game, you're going to be practicing some writing abilities with your students in the chat. And then the biography game. So that's the present perfect jukebox. It's the first jukebox, but not the last jukebox. We have more coming up. For example, jobs and work, second conditional, this kind of stuff. So in the meantime, subscribe to the newsletter, click the little bell icon, wherever that is, subscribe to the channel, however you do your thing with your YouTube videos, so that you can stay up to date and find out when the next jukebox is coming your way. And of course, as always, please teach better.